Hello everyone, I'm Dikachi Ibekwe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you're listening to this presentation. And this presentation is sponsored by Lambatoken. What you need to know about the next wealth transfer. Only those with knowledge can take early positions. The truth is, wealth creation is simply taking position, right? Yes, there's a difference between getting rich and having wealth. When it comes to wealth, it's all about positioning. I mean, some of us we've listened to the stories of people like Rockefeller and even the people we know in our countries that are the richest citizens, right? I mean, people with legit source of income. You understand that they took an early position, and that is what we want to talk about. The world is now global. The world is a global market. God has given everybody the opportunity to tap in from this wealth that I'm about to explain now. All right. So I'm going to give a bit of background of myself so you know who is having this presentation. So I have 9 years experience in this space that I'm about to present. At the first year of coming into this cryptos, that's this ecosystem, I had one Bitcoin. And in my 5 months of just learning cryptocurrencies, I was able to turn $100 into $8,000 in the first 5 months. That is remarkable, okay? Because I mean, some of us are already in this space. We understand what I'm saying. I've led organizations, both Web3 organizations and non-profit organizations for the advancement of humanity. I'm a recognized author of a blockchain instrumental book for the young ones, so you can visit that site to get the book for free for yourself. And of course, I've been featured in national dailies and some other international blogs. All right. So this is for me, this is just me and little activities I've done. And then, of course, I'm the lead ambassador for Lambatoken. What will you learn? What do you expect to learn from this presentation? First of all, what cryptocurrency is not, the misinformation. There's a lot of misinformation out there. And I mean, some people that have trained recently, they're amazed, like, oh, wow, really? So when I hear those things, they're actually coming from a perspective, do you get, which you would hear and know for yourself. Then you also understand that we have different categories of cryptocurrencies, which also helps us to explain the misinformation that you always hear, and then the opportunities to create wealth. Of course, that is the goal of this presentation. All right. Whom is this presentation meant for? You're looking for wealth creation opportunities. Now, when I mean wealth creation opportunities, I'm not talking of the usual thing you hear, depending on the part of the world you are listening to this. But in Africa, in Nigeria to be precise, we always have opportunities where sometimes is the get quick rich schemes, sometimes is investment that pays you every month, which most times are not sustainable because of the structure, the economics behind it, right, and a lot of other factors. So what we are actually talking about here is wealth creation, something that can change your life, change your bloodline, position you as as a leader, someone that can transfer value, right? It could be to your kids or to charity, as the case may be. And you're a busy person, but you wish to fulfill some human needs, such as owning a home, without requiring your own presence, energy, and effort. So there's one of our products, which is Lamba Steak, would do justice to this particular segment. You would like to take positions or leverage like every other wealthy person, because that's exactly what they do to get to that point. Taking position and leverage, right? You want to learn about the technology blockchain because I'm going to talk about it, and you want to be part of an early community driving the next big thing using blockchain technology. Blockchain is a beautiful technology that is not just the future, but it is now. The future is actually now. All right. Misinformation about cryptocurrencies. Okay. So when we say blockchain, of course, blockchain as a technology can solve and do many things, but we are particular about cryptocurrencies because when it comes to blockchain and wealth creation, if you're not a developer, if you're not building a solution with the technology, then your concern should be the currencies, which you can easily create wealth for yourself and for your family. Now, the first thing we have here is you hear things like cryptocurrency has crashed. That is a misinformation. Yes, I'm going to put a screenshot here so you see the market as of today, right? So what usually happens is that because of the nature of certain kind of cryptocurrencies, which is high risk, high reward, and of course it goes the other way too, that if it doesn't go your way, it's total loss, right? Most people venture and they buy what we call the meme coins. Another word for it is the shit coin, right? Kind of vulgar, right? But they are not there to solve a problem. Those currencies built on the blockchain are not there to solve a problem. They are basically speculative in nature. All currencies, of course, are speculative in nature, especially when you want to trade them. But some are highly, like that is how they gain value, by speculation only, right? So when most people buy and hold such currencies and just a little move in the market, maybe a bearish market, right? Maybe one news or the other, and you see that such coin goes to zero because first of all, it's based on speculation, and most times the developers of those coins just want to buy, just want to make money, not buy. Like they want to make money, so they buy first because they develop. I mean, they are the developers, and then they send it out to influencers, and because you didn't take the early position, when they sell and knock you off, right? So when you hear things like cryptocurrency has crashed, it is because of such kind of activities that most people, people want to take high risk and so that they can get high reward. And sometimes you hear that somebody used $5 to make $500,000. Somebody want to try it because in that situation, you don't even know who that person is. You actually don't know the position that person. You don't even know if he's even the developer himself, right? Because there's nothing touched, no product, no solution, no demand, logical demand. The basic laws of economics, supply and demand, right? Which gives value to a product or a commodity. It's not in those kind of cryptocurrencies. And most people, because of they want to make so much money overnight, that is what they do and buy and hold, and it happens. So cryptocurrencies, you need to understand what it is, understand the different categories so that like I said, I'm going to put a screenshot so you see the real coins, the coins that have value and what they've given just this year or all time, right? So you can never say something has crashed. Something that started from less than $1 is now 90 something thousand as at the time I'm making this, or it's now $800. Like over time, like it has been growing. So where is the crash? Instead, it has made a lot of money for people who understand what they are getting into, understand the right assets to buy and hold if you want to hold, right? Then you hear people say cryptocurrency is a scam or fraud. That is a lie, a very big lie. So most times you see most Ponzi schemes, they introduce cryptocurrencies as the currency to be used. So when such a thing, such platform goes down, they always label it to cryptocurrency. Why cryptocurrency is just a tool used. People have used the US dollars to commit crime, right? In the dark web, that is what they trade on. Now, you can't call the US dollar a scam, can you? Right. So that is exactly what that this particular statement means. And cryptocurrency education is only for the young. The truth is, something that does not respect color, age, or location, it means you're missing out if you feel it's not for you. Maybe you've grown above knowing what it is and benefiting from it. That is a misinformation. It's not for the we have, because of the Gen Z, the rise of the internet, social media, testimonies can fly so quick, the young people looking for money, how to make money. The world is now becoming decentralized. Money is not longer within a particular set of people. The old money men is not within them. It's not decentralized. Anybody can wake up and become a millionaire. Anybody can wake up, right? Of course, they are not anybody, but you understand, right? So you don't need to own a factory to be a billionaire. You can be in the tech ecosystem and be a billionaire. Even just buying a coin can make you a billionaire in your currency, right? All right. So categories of cryptocurrency: security coin, meme coin. So and shit, I've explained that. So I'm just going to be fast. Then we have utility-based tokens. Security coins, example, you have USDT. So what they do is they maintain a particular price. They do not move down. They do not move forward. So they're not bearish. They're not bullish. Okay, so they maintain they represent $1:1. Most times, when you make gain in the crypto space, you can put your money there, so that even if the market is bearish, that's the market is going down, it's not going to affect the profit you've made. Okay, then we have the meme coins, which I've just explained. It's just like community. You can come up to them and say, let's create a coin for the moon, for what do they call it, in these global issues now that is there. Somebody can decide, oh, let's create the coin, and then give life to it, promote it. It's not, you can't say there will be a demand for this to buy this, or if I stake this, I'm going to get this, or building a product around it that fees. When the coin come back to the developers, it gains value, because cryptocurrencies are not, you don't always mint them. Most of them you mint, and that is what it is. You cannot always mint and dilute the value. Okay, so in that case, when fees are coming in, it means the coin that is already in circulation is coming back, right? And it can be locked. Scarcity will start happening, and that's how value will continue to grow, right? And that brings us to utility-based tokens, and that is exactly what utility-based tokens are. They have demand. They are used to solve a problem. Okay, I'm sure from the next slide you start understanding what, in real terms, in real practical, an example of a utility-based token. Lambatoken. It's a utility-based token built on the blockchain, right? So this is a pure, clear example of utility-based digital asset or crypto asset, right? So now let's look at what is solving the industries. It is solving problems in 3 industries: entertainment, which is so big now. The impact, to be precise, the gaming ecosystem, very big, even far bigger than some industries like the Hollywood that right? Real estate and e-commerce marketplace, right? So we'll touch these things as we move. It has 4 products. So currently it has 4 products. 2 is already running as I speak to you. Lambacard, so you get to know what Lambacard is, the Genesis Launchpad, which is the esports entertainment part of it. The Lambastake, which is also coming up as I speak to you, as I make this content now, and then the native app also coming up. So you have a feel of them, as maybe the screenshots will be here. So this token listing price was 0.00025. The current circulating, okay, so I make this now, it has touched 2 cents, right? Okay, as I make this video now, this presentation, it has touched, so it has cancelled 3 zeros or 2 zeros now. So it's in this order, the 0 before the 0 before the dot, right? Then the current circulating supply is 4.5 million. Right, Bitcoin's circulating supply is 19 million, total supply is 21 million, and one Bitcoin is 90 something thousand US dollars. I met Bitcoin when it was less than $1,000. That's why I was able to, own one, right? But of course, I lost it because I didn't understand these things you're learning now. I didn't understand it. I just came in as a merchant to be making money from exchange rate only. I didn't know that the product itself that I'm selling can change my life, can change my whole financial status down to my family. But I didn't know until I was brought closer, but then I've lost it. So I started. That's that thing now. That somebody brought me closer and taught me the market, showed me the market, which I'm going to display right now. Coin market cap. This is what he is in teaching me, what you're seeing now. And then I was able to use that knowledge to get a project that was so early. I bought in, made 700%, $700, took off $400 from that first one, but did research again, bought one, and then in this is in 5 months, my portfolio was $8,000. I even took it out so early because if I had left it for one more week, it would have been $30-something thousand. So these are things you learn on the go. But this is like 9 years ago. So you understand that a lot of experience is already backed, right? So it is built on the BSC smart chain. So BSC is the biggest exchange in the world, and they have an engine, a blockchain engine, where you can mint your tokens. So this is what now brings me to the difference between a token and a coin. They are all cryptocurrencies, but a coin is usually they are usually networks. So you can mint a token inside a network. So BNB is a native token for the BSC network. All right, so BNB is a currency, Binance coin. Okay, why it is a coin is because it is representing a network. A network is like an engine where you can produce, a factory where you can produce other products. Do you get? So other cryptocurrencies can be minted on a network, right? So we have Ethereum network, which is the second largest cryptocurrency in the world, which you get to see by market capitalization, right? And BNB is in the top 5. So that is where it is minted on, and currently trading on PancakeSwap exchange. Is a decentralized exchange. Decentralization means you own security, you make your decisions yourself. Your system, that's where you store your coin. It works with a wallet, a third-party wallet, so you connect it before you can trade, and you need to your own security, right? So there's a security key or 12-word phrase as we may call it, right? It belongs to you. You should keep it safe. Okay, so you're your own security, your own bank. Like, it's just a smart contract that works there. No human interference. Do you understand? Good. If you lose your coin from a DEX wallet, you've lost it. You can't access it. But if you lost your login details on a centralized exchange, they can help you. So there's a pro, there's a con for both of them. The centralized exchange means control. So they can, if something goes down, everybody's money goes down, but nothing can go down in a DEX. Do you understand? And they can lock you out because they have their central authority. All right. What is Lambatoken? So remember we said 4 products. So let's start seeing how it's a utility coin. There is a solution, like it's so beautiful. What I mean, it's so beautiful. First of its kind in the ecosystem where cryptocurrencies can be put in a card, like your recharge card, like your gift card. Any amount can be put there. And of course, Lambatoken becomes the first to launch such a product. Okay, so now what is the advantage? What does it do? It makes digital asset ownership so easy without going through the conventional way. There's a conventional way, which is swapping, transferring, looking for where the coin is in different exchanges. And when you do those things, fees, your money starts reducing, right, from fees and all that. So as low as $1 you can own, because it's as straightforward as just putting in a code. You have your wallet without even creating a wallet. It creates for you behind that process, and in 15 seconds you have your coin in your wallet, right? So it helps. So businesses can use it and give as cashback, as reward, right? Some of these apps, when you buy something, you get the cashback. Imagine getting the cashback on an asset that is so scarce, that is so limited, and demand is increasing. And do you get? So it can grow to the point where it has that potential to match up or even surpass the value of that thing you paid for, even though it was a gift for you. So it could be a product or a service you've used in a business, and they give you that card and you redeem it. And why it is being given and all the utilities are working, value keeps growing. And one day you check and you find out that, I spent $1,000 in this product or in this service, and this thing is $2,000. So it has that potential, do you get, to match up and even surpass because of the laws of economics behind it. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of we've had case studies like that for Lambacard, right? And for businesses that are issuing it, do you get good? Then Lambacard, remember, it's free. You're getting it for free, so it's not like you're buying, what is given to you for free. So imagine buying a house and it's given to you while you're living in the house. That free thing that was given to you is going to match up with the money you paid for that house and even surpass it. Means on the long run, the house becomes free, right? Lambacard is a product that generates liquidity because those businesses buy the currency inside the card to issue. And when you're buying a coin, you're providing liquidity for that coin. What is liquidity? The money that backs the coin in the market. Do you understand? Good. What is the Genesis Launchpad? This is the second one. So the Genesis is an arm that arm of Lambert Bros, which is a parent company that is responsible for entertainment, esports, and entertainment to the level of a reality show. Okay, so now what happens is, it gives opportunity for people to be part of the ecosystem and share from the voting fees, right? So the Launchpad, which is currently on, you can sign up, buy what we call share power, so that when the voting fees are shared, you get a piece of it. While you're watching, you're earning from the show. It itself provides liquidity from voting fees because people you vote with your coin, you vote with Lambatoken. Okay, mate, you vote, right? The Genesis allows community to share from, they share from the voting fees. So it brings that community partnership, right? Then it's also designed to connect the globe. Okay, so you have different people from different continents coming to entertain every other person, right? Both professional gamers and non-professional gamers. Previous tournaments, celebrity tournaments, have been held, right? But this is now where the use case of Lambatoken comes in, to not just be the sponsors, but to also be the instrument that will be used during the show. All right. What is Lambert Stake? So this is the one that is launching so soon. In short, people have started taking position, which is simply by owning the coin. So as they hold the coin now, they have a better chance to be part of this, like to be part of it for next to nothing. One of the major problem this staking, the Lambert Stake, is going to solve is housing deficit. So how it works is you stake your coin, your token, and then at a particular price of Lambatoken, a house will be built for you. Okay, but of course, it's as low as 1,000, which is a different value that comes for that, and as high as 40,000 Lambatoken. So some people got this for next to nothing. Some people are going to buy it a bit expensive, depending on the time you meet this opportunity. Okay, in the Lambano estate, which is coming up. So I'll just show a little video so you get to see the plan, right? But for the lower levels, so they get certain capital, they get a laptop to learn a skill in this ecosystem, anything that is relevant in this ecosystem, which is actually tech, video editing, programming, every other skill. So when you stake as little as 1,000, it ranges, there's a range for it. So this is already getting, this is almost 30 minutes, but I want to be so fast. All right, so all this creates liquidity for the coin, because for every house issued, another one is built, right, to compensate for the liquidity spent. Now, that one built will feed for life, right? So it's amazing. It's an amazing tokenomics, right? Same with the physical training and the online training for the lower quantity, lower tokens to be staked, right? And the other values that comes with it. So it's amazing. Now the native wallet, which is also in development, I'll just put little shots for you to see. Serves as a little token, right? So the fee starts coming in for that advancement. Not a third party wallet, which is and some people are holding Lambatoken on Trust Wallet, which is a third party wallet. Okay, but this is now designed for Lambatoken itself, where every other activities will take place, for progress of the project. Allows businesses to issue their own vouchers tied to their business. So if you're a business person, it's not necessarily you're giving out vouchers that tokens are in. You can give out vouchers that your service is in. So, for example, you're running a salon, and to make a hair, to cut the hair is like $100. You can put a voucher for somebody. I will just buy it with my coin. It will enter my collectibles. So I just go make use of the service and just redeem with just putting the two phones together, just as simple as scanning a QR code, and that's it. So the business will start generating funds upfront even before rendering those services. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. The use case, this is what we call utility asset that will create sustainability and give sustainable value. Right. So it's just the laws of economics. You create more demand for something that is limited. It's not even limited. It's even going down because some people are losing their coin because of human errors. So that continues to create more scarcity from the total supply and the circulating supply, as the case may be. All right. So now allows me to sell those vouchers. So you can also sell, like there's a marketplace that is coming with the native app where you can swap those vouchers, do giveaways as a brand. And remember, for every business that uses this innovation, you also attract this community, the crypto community, to see you as a business, to see you as the business that they love, because they will be getting something back in return, right? Imagine buying things, right, for since 5, 6 years, 7 years ago, and you've been getting small bitcoins, small bitcoin. That small bitcoin should be able to set you up. For shawarma that you bought, they gave you small one. For hair that you made, they gave you small one. That is the ideology, and this particular asset is so small, right? And of course, the laws of supply and demand is applied. Thank you so much. I'm going to be stopping here. If you want to contact us, maybe you want your business to be incentivized, token incentivized, reach out to us with a WhatsApp number. So this is an ideal utility-based token designed to solve problem, give value, and create wealth on the long run. Thank you so much. If you're sent to this video by anyone, you can reach out to the person, if you have further questions, or you WhatsApp that particular number, WhatsApp only. Thank you so much. I remain Coach Catch. That's my name on the online space. Thank you so much. Remain blessed. Bye.